With the legislature set to resume here in Victoria on Thursday, all eyes are on the power sharing deal between the NDP and the Greens to see if that's actually going to work, if they're going to be able to topple the Liberal government. And so it's kind of getting stress tested with a number of items, two that have come up this week. One is the NDP's plan to change the Labour Code, which came up during the election. What the NDP basically want to do is take the current system of secret ballots for employees who want to form a union and change it to what's called a card check system, which basically makes it easier to certify a union because employees are able to kind of pressure each other and intimidate each other into signing. So that's an NDP proposal. The Greens have said this week in an interview, leader Andrew Weaver said he doesn't like it. He's not going to support it. It basically kills the NDP's proposal. So that's one kind of stress on the relationship right now. And then the other is the Liberals have said that they're going to potentially bring in a bill to ban corporate and union donations, which is a bit ironic because for months they've argued that that was unnecessary. But nonetheless, they say they're going to do it. And the Greens are now musing about supporting that bill, lending their 3 votes to pass it through the legislature, which would be a bizarre situation where a Liberal government might actually get Green support to pass a bill into law before the Greens and the NDP get together to topple them with another vote in the legislature on a confidence issue. So it's kind of getting messy over here. There's a lot of moving parts, and everyone's watching to see if this Green NDP deal kind of hangs together and coalesces and forces the Liberals out. And if it does, starting Thursday, we're going to see a lot of fireworks here at the legislature, and potentially in the next week or so, maybe even a new government, an NDP government for the province. You know, it gets complicated here pretty quickly, the dusty old rules of the legislature and what exactly brings a government down and not. But we look for something called a confidence vote. And generally, there are 2 issues that are confidence votes: a budget and a throne speech. And a government can lose votes, it can lose bills, it can get voted down on other things and still retain power. But it's the budget and the throne speech that are the main ones. So they could have this weird scenario where the Liberals manage to pass a bill or 2 or something and then still lose the key confidence vote on the throne speech, at which point Premier Christy Clark would have to resign. So there's still the potential some business gets done here, and it looks like the Liberals are still in power, but then they lose the key vote and get forced out anyways, which is just one of the many complex scenarios that might actually happen here in Victoria next week.